guys, this is Morgan Stradling and you're watching the Rotoscopers YouTube. So as you may have seen in my other videos, I got to go to D23 Expo, and this is Disney's huge fan convention for the biggest superfans around. And they had a panel where they talked about their upcoming live-action movies. One of these, and probably one of the most anticipated, was Maleficent. Doesn't it seem so delicious? And what I loved about this, opposed to some of the other panels, the Avengers panels and more of the Marvel panels, they had a lot of the actors come on stage. But for Cinderella and Into the Woods, we didn't get that. So it was like, oh yay, Disney fairy tales, and you don't have any photos, you don't have anything to show us. But not for Maleficent. So Maleficent was my favorite of all of them, maybe except for Saving Mr. Banks, because Miss Maleficent herself, I mean, I don't know if she's married, maybe she is, maybe she's divorced. I'm gonna call her Miss. Miss Maleficent herself, Angelina Jolie, came and she got to talk to us about her experience playing this evil witch, this evil fairy, who is known as Maleficent. So what I really loved about Angelina Jolie is how personal she was. And like, she talked about what this character meant to her. She said as a child, you know, she was just always drawn to this character because she was so elegant and regal, yet so deliciously evil, as she puts it. And she just wanted to know her backstory. She thought she was really cool. And so really neat that, you know, a couple decades later, she gets to actually play her. And the thing about Maleficent is this tells the backstory of Maleficent, who is the evil villainess from the 1959 movie Sleeping Beauty. So Maleficent in the movie makes her big debut by coming to the christening of the baby Princess Aurora. You know, the whole kingdom is invited, except for Maleficent. She didn't get an invite. And that's really where everything goes bad because she gets offended and she puts a curse on the baby. So in the D23 Expo, they actually previewed this scene from the movie, and it was really, really cool. I wasn't such a big fan of the three fairies. They weren't what I thought at all. They just looked weird. I mean, with Disney, with these like super CGI, you know, all CGI imposed worlds, some things seem a little off. And to me, the fairies were the most out of place. It just, they looked weird. They didn't look like people. They were obviously CGI fairies, and they just looked weird. I thought it would have been cooler to have them be like fairies that were actually the size of humans, but maybe not. Obviously they're not like that in the animated movie either, but still, I mean, that was really the only thing that I didn't like. So going back to Angelina Jolie, she shared some stories about her on set.
I'll tell you one funny story I wasn't gonna say, but somebody said to me, what was it like when you got all dressed up? Was it because to be a Disney character must have been so exciting? And I said, it really was, but the strange thing was, people with little kids would visit set and I would think, oh, I'm a Disney character. And I would go over to the children and say, hi, do you want to? And they'd scream and they would run off. And one little kid even said, Mommy, please tell the mean witch to stop talking to me.
So, really, really hilarious that, you know, hey, she tried her best. One thing unrelated to the movie, but Angelina Jolie is gorgeous. Even in person, and okay, I didn't actually get to see her in person because I was in the overflow area. Like, I waited in line 3 hours and I still was in the overflow. How pathetic. But even on, you know, the big screen that I could see her on, she was gorgeous and just perfect for the role. Like, I've seen her like with the horns, and I've seen production stills, and they showed us a few little things. And obviously we saw that clip, and she's just, I mean, she's so beautiful, and then you're wondering like, well, how can you be bad? And that's what I'm really excited for about this movie. So that was basically the preview that we were given. I thought it was one of the best because it was so personal from, like I said, Angelina. I'm really pumped for this movie. It's going to tell us the backstory of Maleficent and why she's so evil. One thing, okay, this is like my conspiracy theory, but Angelina Jolie, she talked about how her daughter played young Aurora in the movie, and I'm like, well, then she's gonna look like you, so, like, I don't know, like, do you know where I'm going with this? I'm like, are they insinuating that maybe Maleficent had an affair with the king? Like, I don't think that's gonna happen at all, but like, that's what went through my head. I'm like, why would Aurora look like Maleficent? Like, that makes no sense. But, yeah, whatever, like, it's a Disney movie. They're not going to do that. So, at least I hope not. Ugh. So, guys, let me know below what you think about Maleficent and the new movie and, you know, all the pictures that we just showed you. Are you excited? Are you not excited? What do you think about Angelina Jolie as the main character, Maleficent? Thumbs up, thumbs down. But don't give our video a thumbs down. I mean, just give her a thumbs down. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I'm Morgan, and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube. Stay tuned and subscribe.